If you faced any of these challenges as a copywriter, you have no portfolio, you're foreign, or you have English as a second language, you live in a different time zone, and to top it all off, you have an entire family depending on you, well, stick around because I recently had a chat with a former freelancer who will put all your worries to rest. What's up, Copy Squad? It's your boy Kyle Milligan, and in this video, we're going to be chatting with our Copy Squad member, Suraj Punjabi. He's going to be going over the single game changer that massively sped up his copy process while boosting his skills and the quality of his copy, the one epiphany that led him to getting a full-time job after 2 years of struggling as a freelancer, the many misconceptions and lies that you've been told about what you need to get hired as a copywriter, the 3 critical items you must have fully in place to not totally fail as a freelance copywriter, and the easiest way to learn fast while getting paid to practice. So stick around, enjoy the video, and peace out, Copy Squad. So I just wanted to talk with you really quick. So you've been in the Copy Squad now for a while, and you recently got hired as a copywriter, as a full-time position. And I think I want to help share your story with some of the newbies out there, kind of what we're about, what we do. And you've seen through the smoke. This is something we have to talk about all the time inside our group, because copywriters get all these promises about, make $5,000. All you need to do is learn how to write email, write one 10-word email, and you get $10,000 a month. These kinds of promises get thrown around, and you've been on all sides of it, brother. So let's start at the start. When did you decide to join Copy Squad? How long ago, and why did you do that?
So I joined Copy Squad at the end of 2020. Now, I was at a point in my copy career where I kind of hit a plateau. I had a regular gig, but it was just not like going anywhere. I was writing emails, but it was doing so. And, I wanted to get feedback and I wasn't getting any solid ones. I mean, the people who were giving me feedback were just like me or like at my level. So I just started asking around and I heard about Copy Squad from a couple of my friends. I decided to join it. That's how I started my journey with Copy Squad. And it was quite an eye opening experience because honestly, I had very high level of expectations. Like the first time I submitted my copy to the squad, my I was expecting people would say good things about my copy. They didn't say good things. I got torn to shreds, got ripped to shreds. That was quite an eye-opening moment there. So I was like, oh man, my God, everybody's saying all this. It must be really bad. And so that's when it really hurt. It really shook my confidence. I was like, oh my God, this is how bad it is. It's like I've been writing copy for 1 year, and this is the kind of feedback I'm getting. But I thought it was like a learning moment. Like there's a lot of room to grow. So yeah, I just started submitting my copy, getting feedback, and at that point when I got my copy got ripped to shreds, I made a goal that I'm gonna keep submitting copy until I get the thumbs up, the Copy Squad stamp of approval from you guys. And yeah, so that's how I've been improving my copy. I mean, it's just getting feedback upon feedback upon feedback
Right,
for
right.
two
And
years.
so what do you say? Have you been in the squad for 2 years now? Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been. I started at the end of 2020, so I think this is already 2 years.
Wow. Okay. And in that time,
Yeah,
I did mention at the beginning that you've now gotten a full-time gig as a copywriter now, which is because that's the thing, man. You've gone through the evolutions. You've gone through
yeah,
the struggling as a freelancer to people ask if all we talk about is financial copy inside the Copy Squad. And
yeah,
it's like, have you met Siraj? What hasn't Siraj written for at this point, right? I remember those
yeah,
those
yeah,
those those Jesus sandals of justice or something. Yeah, like that. I was like, what are we even talking about today? All right,
yeah,
but that's why I wanted to have you kind of speak to the people, because everyone looks at people who are in the game who have a name, and they think that they're different. They think they're on this pedestal. They think they're like, oh, well, they had some sort of special gift, some special hack. But you went through the ringer, right? So,
yeah. I did.
well, you started doing, what did you start? Was it law of attraction stuff? Was that the first one?
Yeah. So actually, when I started copywriting, my very first gig was in I got a health supplement email gig for like $30 for 3 emails. I somehow met people, got connected to this guy, and he had a law of attraction offer, and I started writing emails for him for like 2 years or something. So yeah, majority of my work was in the law of attraction, manifestation, that kind of niche. So majority of that was that, yeah. Emails, basically, mostly emails, affiliate
Yeah.
emails.
Are you still doing like mostly emails to this day?
Right now in this full time, yeah, I'm still doing emails, but I mean it could go as I progress, as I get more comfortable with the gig. I think they will give me more heavy ones like editorials and maybe sales pages. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And, a little bit of a value plug. I mean, those kinds of things, like when you say that, the first thing that runs through my head is like, have I got that covered? Have I got that covered? Like, have I set it up so that someone who says that to me in my program can find success? And,
Mm,
that's the thing that's important is we have these classes and we have these live classes every month. And people in the Copy Squad Lite program get access to them for free. Everyone in the Inner Circle program that gets access to everything that we got. Have you been I know you've been submitting weekly. Like the live classes, it's like we did one like 3 hours long on advertorials with Sean McIntyre. Have these
mm,
things like we've had like three different like we had email campaigns where you had how to set up campaigns, how to write them,
mm.
how to find email topics from sales promotions that you could. So that was I kind of think of you almost as my customer avatar. Like, what are the things that Siraj coming from beginner to intermediate needed help with? And those are the sorts of things. Like,
Yeah,
how do I write an email? Okay, well now how do I find topics? Okay, no, how do I structure
yeah,
campaigns? So have you been using those? Do you think those are helpful? Have they helped you kind of evolve as you've gone along?
yeah, definitely. I mean, just off the top of my head, the thing that really was a game changer to me as far as your master classes are concerned was the one about picking up ideas from the sales page. I mean, that really sped up the process of me writing emails, and you taught me that directly. I remember at one point during our live copy submission calls where you literally just opened my sales page I was writing for. You just picked apart bits and ideas and just wrote emails, verbally mentioned emails just there and then. So that really helped me. And also about the masterclass about breaking into copywriting. That one masterclass is, I can say, a big reason why I actually got this full time in house copywriting position. The things that Nick shared over there was really eye opening for me because it really busted a lot of myths. I never thought like I've been copywriting for almost 3 years now, and my thinking was always freelancing is the way, and like, but it's kind of hard to freelance when you don't exactly have a good grasp on how things work. So when he said like the best thing is to actually do it in house and get a copy sheet, I was like, oh yeah, that's a great thing, and I started aiming for that. Yeah, and that's how I got this job.
I've talked about it. It's tough for me because I want to attract copywriters to my world. I want to attract them to my programs. And it's tough because I have this sort of dichotomy of what you guys want to hear and what I want to say. And they're at odds because you want to
Yeah,
hear the magic bullet to writing one email and getting a
yeah,
$10,000 retainer. That's what you want to hear. I know this. I know this. So I struggle daily when I'm trying to like make promises but what I want to say is, well, have you done the daily practice of, every
yeah,
single day of reading a piece of copy, writing a piece of copy, and coming up with an idea a day? And are you split 10,000 different directions? Like the I think the epiphany you're referring to in Nick's class, and I forgot about that class. So we had a break into copywriting class, and Nick hosted it. And Nick is a guy that got hired by me cold. Like he was a freelancer and he was just tired of it, I guess. And he didn't have a portfolio. I don't know if that kid finished high school, right? There's all these misconceptions about like what you need to bring to the table. Like you need to have a portfolio, you need to be an A-lister, and you need to have a track record, you need to have a college degree. and all this
Yeah.
stuff that
Yeah.
people think.
Exactly.
But but I have a whole I did a video on this channel about what copy chiefs really want. We don't care about a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff. But he got hired by
True.
me, and then when I left Wealth Press and started the agency, he went to Investor Place at MarketWise. And if, for people who don't know, MarketWise is a publicly traded financial publishing company. It's the biggest in the game right now. And he went straight over there and got hired. And he only applied 2 jobs. He applied once with me, and he worked with me for about a year. And then he applied once with somebody else. He didn't do this spam mail merge, please hire me, tons all this. He just did. He's like, I want to go work there, and he worked there. And I'll tell people, they'll be like, well, how do you think I should go about getting this job? I was like, have you tried to just go get the job? Like, and the thing about it is what he's preaching. I
So,
think this is the epiphany that you had, was that when you enter the freelancing space, you are taking on 2 brand new crafts at the same time,
yeah.
and you don't really know either of them. The 2 crafts are business management, like prospecting, cold outreach, whatever those sorts of things that you have to
Yeah.
do, because any business has 3 pieces. There's the sales and marketing, which is like the traffic generation, pulling people in. There's
Mhm.
the operations, which is the actual fulfillment of the thing, which is like your skill of copy. And then there's also like the finances and the administration and all that stuff. Like you're doing all that for yourself now. But also,
Mhm.
most of these folks who are just starting and they want to be freelance, they don't know how to write copy.
Yeah.
They
Exactly.
they don't have a training program. They don't have a
Yeah.
schedule, a routine, a regimen to improve their copy. They don't know how to do the
Yeah.
fulfillment piece of it. And
Yeah. You're a one man show basically.
and so I think that
It's
that's what
hard.
you watch that, and that's why I think the light bulb went off, because I remember you
Yeah.
talking about it. Like, wait, I don't have to do that. I don't have to deal with that
Yeah,
shit.
I was thinking like in house before that masterclass. I was thinking like like these copy chief. They want only like the legit people who have actually been through the ringer and actually wrote high converting copy. And but it's actually, I mean, it's great if you can do it. But I mean, the main priority of copy chief is really not that. And when it's just opened my eyes like the possibilities of it, and it's really the best thing to do, like if you're a beginner or you're an intermediate, is to actually work under a copy chief who can actually hone your craft and will actually pay you for it.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
I want to.
it also lifts a lot of burden on my shoulders, because now I don't have to spend the whole day trying to find new clients and doing cold outreaches and all that. So I can actually focus on what I actually want to do. So it's great, and I'm getting paid for it.